Why are the camera and lights out?
We tried to film a Cinco De Mayo episode.
Is it the 6th?
It is the 7th.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen my script? Thank you.
Alright.
That's embarrassing.
Jeez. Oh my god. That hurts.
No.
Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to the live action reboot, your sports and pop culture safe space until we decide otherwise. I'm your sports correspondent, Isaac from Memphis.
And I'm your pop culture correspondent, Mike from Orlando.
Right now, we are on entertainment overload with basketball, baseball, hockey, award season, reality shows, and about 15 Britney Spears documentaries all happening at once.
It's true. And now celebrities are flocking to television shows on streaming services, and I can only assume it's because the Oscars were about as lifeless as Lisa Vanderpump's dog.
And speaking of lifeless, even the sport of baseball is getting headlines. And that's just because fans hate the Houston Astros even more than watching a 5-hour game in 1-0.
But with the NFL draft having just occurred, Isaac is covering football today.
Kylie, that's basketball! With the recent NFL draft reshaping the league with 5 quarterbacks taken in the first 15 picks, the Jaguars, Jets, and Bears begin another rebuilding season after countless rebuilding seasons. And the New England Patriots begin their first rebuilding season in at least 20 years. And on the other side of the league, a quarterback by the name of Aaron Rodgers-Woodley has asked for permission to leave the state of Wisconsin after they refused to surround him with competent football players to help him. And when asked where he'd like to go, he said he didn't really care, but preferably a place with another football team. But on the bright side, this is the most relevant Shailene Woodley has been since those Hunger Game knockoff movies. We now go to the loudest team in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys, to talk about their draft with superfan Mike. So Mike.
Yes?
What do you think about how the Cowboys drafted?
Well, I really like CeeDee Lamb.
No. That was last year.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about how the players we drafted are doing.
What about the players you drafted last week?
I haven't seen them play yet, Isaac.
What do you mean you have... You were supposed to research these players, Mike.
First off, you're not the boss of me. And second off, how am I supposed to judge them if I haven't even seen them play for the Cowboys yet? Welcome back, folks. As the seemingly endless 13th season of RuPaul's Drag Race comes to an end, we wanted to take a look back on what a crazy season it was with all of its twists and turns, and of course, the legends that were born this year. Unless you spell your name with 2 T's. Then you're done in this space. All right, you ready, Isaac?
Yeah, I actually did my research.
Just start.
You're supposed to go first.
Oh. First up is Utica Queen, who you can tell grew up on a farm surrounded by animals who loved her for exactly who she is, and was probably homeschooled considering how bad she is at making fun of people. Another crowd favorite was Rosé, who did really well, despite always having uncombed red hair and the eyebrows of a Hungarian straight person.
And next is Tina Burner. Kylie, come on! Next is Tina Burner, who's notorious for dressing in red and yellow. And honestly, I thought that's where the fire truck references came from, but it turns out it's just because you can hear her from a mile away. And speaking of loud New Yorkers, we can't forget about the ever so gracious Candy Muse. Candy almost changed the landscape of RuPaul's Drag Race forever, because we honestly thought we were going to see the first fistfight on the show every time she talked to Tamisha.
And lastly is the glorious and beautiful winner Simone Simonier and the adorable and wholesome Olivia Lux. And if you have anything bad to say about either of these 2 queens, we're going to show up to your house with Candy Muse.
Wow, this has got to be one of the most memorable RuPaul's Drag Race in history.
This is the first season you've actually finished, Isaac.
Yeah, I meant for me.
Oh.
Well, that's going to do it for us at the live action reboot. Mike, do you have a final trivia question?
Oh, I sure do. Okay, this recently happened on social media. Which divorced celebrity on Tinder...
Ben Affleck.
Wait, how did you know that? I didn't even finish the question.
Well, you said celebrity and divorced.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ben, maybe download Bumble so you can only talk to women who want to talk to you first.
Or just download Grindr if you need emotional support or drinking buddies.
Good luck to you, Ben.
Have a good one, y'all.